musafara ni wakusia musie na tikulia Ashias laini usundu kadikelelwe. Hiyo laini imepangishwa na familia, na tunaomba watu sasa tuache kuingia ndani tafadhali, ili tuanze. Nataka wimbo wa kutumaini sina, na sisi tusimame ili tuendelee kumtumania Mungu. Tunga meidio mbe musafara ni wauma musie. DJ kutumaini sina. DJ Ashaman, wale watu wako chini ya msafara wasiingilie tafadhali. Alama itina wa msafara, alama ya musimete ila msafara ovike. Tafadhali tusiingilie msafara kwa ajili ya kamera. Bwana Masiri alikuwa amewaelekeza vizuri. Wale ni watu wa ukoo, hii ni familia. Wale ni marafiki kutoka Kitui, kutoka Kiambu, majirani, marafiki kutoka Nairobi pamoja na big family. Na ala angeteka la hiyo kuna kunyana kwa mwisundu kuhivye.
Sanduku ikiwekwa, tutaipanga tumali itaingia. Ila damu yake Bwana, sina wema wa kutosha, dhambi zangu kuziosha. Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama.
Tusimame, safari umefika kwa ajili ya heshima ya Francis Ndolo na wana familia wana Masili. Tutaendelea kujadiliana. Watu wa familia wanakuja upande ambao huko, ili wakisha maliza kupumzika. DJ, the beautiful show, we shall meet in the beautiful show. DJ amba wale wanajile ile ngoma inafika.
There's a land that is brighter than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us somewhere in place there, in the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. We shall sing
you know that song by the beautiful shores. Enjoy the reading
and that's the blessing of rest. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore.
Nikupenda tusiamishe viti tafadhali, tusiamishe viti.
Weka hii password yako kijana.
Tunaendelea kupangisha mahala ambapo tutakuwa tukihutubia, where we shall say our tributes to our friend Francis Ndolo. Naona wamewajibika vizuri, wana maswali wanaendelea kupangisha familia. Yule ambaye ni wa familia atatukaribisha, atakuwa tayari. Tukisha fanyiwa maombi na katekista, tutakaribishwa, tuonyeshwe places of convenience, and then we proceed. Tutaanza na eulogy ambao kila mmoja wetu atasikia maisha ya Francis, ili tukiingia kwa maongezi usiwe na mambo mengi. Tataile mazuri ni singino kaname sawa na kwa singino catechist. Mheshimiwa Mutungi, thank you so much. Usher number 1 for this occasion. Tunashukuru. Naomba ni wasalimia mjambo. Mungu ni mwema kila wakati. Tunaanza ratiba catechist.
Naomba tusimame tuweze kuanza. Tuombe. Kwa jina la Baba wengai asa wate na ukia kisiwonde utwendete na wendo utathimika mundu wa mwosia waitu Yesu Kristo ikuti mumnukulio witu indi ni mungu wa thayo utathela utwelekele na tei ithi andu maku alameva kihiwe cheva na kimako ngoli situ mundu wa kukiwewa ni ula waitu Francis Ndolo ukawa ututerie na mumo waku ukwa moyo mwito na wewo utunenge muwo na cheni chaku neka natuona ukia kisio dene waku itukutikana kana mwana waku kwa kikuna kurayoka kwake ni waaminie kiku kitu na kututongea dhayo ou tumutokome na kithito vande nikanacha likitu tavika tunakwata mengi pamwe na ana ya maitu usudeni waku ala utuwanga pala mwai ukapango la medo imaitu onde otwiku MC.
Asante sana catechist, naomba tuketi. Na thank you so much. Niko naye ambaye tutashirikiana the exchange of the microphones. Nisaidie na hiyo microphone. Wale ambao tuko na ratiba, unaona imeandikwa vizuri, celebrating the life of our brother Francis Ndolo. Uswa na nene musieje ne sama so ceremony. Mwasi unena. Mwenene baandikitwe Transport Coordinator Emmanuel, na tunashukuru sana sababu tumeshika. Naona imeandikwa welcoming the guest Simon Idovi. Kwa hivyo Simon Idovi utajiandaa ili kutoa welcoming remarks, and the presiding priest Reverend Father Stephen Kombulo ambaye alisoma na Francis. Kwa hivyo nataka nichukue nafasi hii nimwalike Bwana Simon atoe karibisho rasmi, na kama kuna familia pia ataendelea vile tutaelekezwa. So as you stand close, cameraman, utatuashiria vile watu watakuwa wamesimama ili waonekane vizuri.
Kijana usiingie sana, acha kuzuia.
Na mimi wacha nichukue nafasi hii. Point of correction, huyu sio Simon Dubi, huyu naitwa Mutinda. Simon Dubi naye, mimi wacha nichukue hii fursa. You welcome everybody, yule amefika hapa, wageni wote wetu bado wamefika hapa. Feel free kwa hii compound, kwa hii ngoma yetu, alafu tuone vile tutamjisha brother wetu Francis. So for all of you, feel free and welcome, most welcome. Kila mtu afeel welcome kabisa. So sina mengi ya kusema. Nafikiri tutakuwa na mahali kule, kuna mahali ya kusaidia na mzingine kule nyumbani. Kwa hivyo kama unataka any usaidizi, we have got more ushers here, you can just ask for help. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, tumeshakaribishwa. Ndugu zote tujisikie tuko nyumbani, tumeshaonyeshwa yote uraino. That find there is a urino that the men can use. On this side behind the house there is still a urino that men can use. On this far end we have a well-labeled toilet for the females, na ile ingine iko kule chini ni ya wanaume. Tunaendelea pia kutambua wageni ambao wamefika. Aliyesimama kando yangu ni MCA wa eneo hili, Bwana Francis Mutungi. Kunaye MCA ametoka Rachonyo, nimefahamishwa, ambaye ni kazini wa familia hii. Kuna Chief of Staff and team from Kiambu County ambao walifanya kazi na Francis. Kuna Chief of Staff from Nairobi na viongozi wengine wote ambao wamefika. Tumewatambua, na sababu kwa ratiba utapata nafasi ya kupigwa. Chief of Staff Nairobi, Mheshimiwa Mutungi atatembea hivi, na mahali atafika kuna Chief of Staff Kiambu anataka mketi karibu. Mheshimiwa Mutungi, simama mahali hapa hivi. Taona anakuja na mtaandamano. Unaona wa Mheshimiwa Mutungi? Asante, asante.
Mheshimiwa Dan kutoka Kisumu unatakikana katika ile hema ya wanafamilia. Mheshimiwa Dan kutoka Kisumu unatakikana mahali naenda hivi.
Thank you so much. Naona nyasmo onde tuombanasiane kenda to eulogy, and this booklet is well put. Na hapo ndio nataka tukumbaliane vizuri. Tukisikia maongezi ambayo ni eulogy, itamaanisha familia wameandika ile yote walitarajia iseme kuhusu John, kuhusu Francis. Sorry, very sorry. John is my frequent name in my mind. John ndio familia wameandika maneno yote ambao wanatarajia iseme kuhusu Francis, na kwa hivyo tukisikie eulogy vizuri kwa utaratibu, ili tukianza maongezi tusiongee kando na ile familia wanataka. Kwa hivyo yule ambaye amejiandaa Miss Bilgris, tunakuomba ujiandae hapa mbele ili tushirikiane na wewe katika kusoma eulogy. The Miss sitwene ya kizungu na kena lina mno mwende siyo. Asante, asante. You come walking on that red carpet. Na sasa hapa nitapunguza watu sababu ya kamera hapa nitapunguza watu. Familia wapewe nafasi, wakitoa maongezi, wakitoa tribute, tusikuwe wengi hapa. Isa alikusi atinuke hii kamera. Alame huko na kamera ni mwingi pe alame huko. There are three man who is being taken the photo and who is taking the photo.
between Magic Manda and Joseph Cameron. Francis acted as the last one for a couple of years before Lavinia checked in and closed the shop. Francis was a bubbly young man and wrote on life without speech and every conversation or room he entered. To his sibling, he was that cool guy who could always come from. Francis was a brother-in-law to Catherine, Hawa, Betty, Maggie, and Janet. He was nephew to late Nkiota, late Patrick Ntindi, Benedetta, Petronila, Salome, Capriti, Selina, Jane, among others. He was uncle to Brian, Ian, Ashley, Melissa, Clement, late Liam, Bilkis, Farouk, Isa, Mohammed, Steve, Sharon, and Angel. A cousin to Richard, Pauline, Jemima, Anne, Duncan, Regina, Clementina, Fausto, Itusa, Christine, Caroline, Vincent, Hilatia, and many others. He was a son-in-law to Mr. and Mrs. Tennant. His church life. Having been born in a Christian family, Francis was baptized at the age of 6 months at Our Lady of Visitation Catholic Church and continued to grow in favor with God and mankind. He grew up to be a lovable and obedient boy. At the age of 14, he received his first Holy Communion at Catholic Church.
Kuna watu wanasema ifanye.
Education. At the tender age of 6, Francis started schooling at Dr. Staff Primary School. He later joined HGM Vitale Boarding Primary School as part of the pioneer class. Having grown up in Nairobi and given his bubbly nature, the classmates nicknamed him Englishman. Following an exemplary performance in his primary school terminal exam, KCPE, he earned himself a spot at the mighty Makueni Boys High School, Niches. He later transferred to Masi Boys, where he completed his professional life. Professionally, Francis pursued a diploma in marketing and business strategy at Graffin's College. He, however, did not necessarily hone a career in marketing, but chose to follow his heart and try his hands in various trades. He worked with a number of entities in various capacities, including the Sears Group, DMX, Global, which culminated to opening doors for him in Rioma Clearing and Forwarding Ltd. as the head of logistics. He had a stint He also had a stint as an election official at the Department Electoral Service Commission, now IEBC in Machakos. At the time of his demise, Francis was working with the county government of Kiambu. Family life. Lolo married Salome Ndinda Kiteme in a customary traditional ceremony in December 2018. Francis was a father to Junior Francis Ndolo, 8 years, and little Tiandra Yula Ndolo, 2 years. The two will always remember their daddy as being an easygoing, loving, and caring parent. They knew their dad was always on their side and put the best foot forward for them. He was protective and proud of his and would make any sacrifice to ensure he was present at every pit stop of their young life milestones. He did this out of love and not obligation. Social life. Beknown to many, Francis loved life and life loved him back in equal measures. Full of energy, benevolent, personable, and quite sociable, Francis had many a friend and was always the life of the party. He had a wide circle of friends of diverse social status besides his job calling, which made him crisscross the country, something he loved doing. He was a gentleman par excellence on account of his ease of interaction with people regardless of background, gender, age, or otherwise. As a man of the people, Frank easily earned himself nicknames including Italia, Kivendela, King Muswati, a man of the people, Mundua Andu, among many others depending on how you related. Surprisingly, Francis rarely referred to his friends and male cousins by their names. To him, a friend was either Ango or Mulaga or Mbro. He called his brother Avaimwa and his sisters Etua Moitu. Demise. On Friday, August 21st, Francis had just another regular day and went on running his errands, remaining jovial and of his usual high spirits for the Friday. Many relatives and friends attest to having interacted with him physically and on cell phone on that dreadful day that he breathed his last. While driving home after a long day, he got involved in a grisly road accident along Mombasa Road that claimed his life on the spot. Francis' time is finally up, and what matters most to us is that for the 40 plus years we shared with him, every moment counted. He lived well, very well. He enjoyed life. He fought fairest and hardest. 1 Corinthians 15:55. O death, where is your sting? People come and go. Our time on this planet is merely borrowed from a being that's greater than all of us. We don't have a say on when we go, how we go, or why, because everything happens when we least expect them to. We loved him, but God broke our hearts to prove he only takes the best. His will be done forever.
Thank you. Thank you na poleni sana familia. DJ. Asante sana. Thank you kwa swali tusome biology. Ameisoma vizuri kwa ufasaha na kila mmoja wetu amepata wasifu wa Francis na tunashukuru Mungu kwa yote. Tuenda kipindi ni kingi kila kidhake na watoto manene nundo wa kuanda kwa sabioneni na tuko kila family mekika. The family says will be very brief with their tributes and reads na wengine tunaomba tufuate hiyo. Tunaanza na tribute from the mom Inyawa Francis. Kwa ndayo kakumbe unangane tribute yako umana visa nola ende ukutuwekete Inyawa Francis. DJ ende babindio kadokea kanini nyumba yoko alika naribanga kama kuna alikuwa anasimamia utaratibu wa maua, kama kuna alikuwa anasimamia utaratibu wa hii maua DJ leo ngame watu wenye wamala naona wanasema iko sawa. Kabla ya maongezi tafadhali karibieni hiyo ndio mtana ambao ne utambu chokoko ukienda mko kabisa kwa ndaya tangu chokoko maito maana ndi mwanesa na kitu chake no kimo itambele mote au akati wewe weka ulimo mote au akaonekana yakeweka. Asante. You can now do the tributes.
And I'm going to read it. My son, I will always treasure the moments we shared from the moment God
Tribute sinemba ndeke atiani inama.
My son, I'll always treasure the moments we shared from the moment God gave you to me. I didn't know the short visits we had were as we of you saying goodbye. You came shortly to visit the last weekend and you told me you will come back home with no hurry. By this weekend, with so many guests, I never thought this is what you meant, Baba Young, as I used to call you. I am only left with memories of your stories and honorable nature with my lovely grandson Junior and granddaughter Eula. You never said goodbye or I'll know if without you. Maybe you had no time to connect with your God in your last minute. Therefore, I pray God to forgive all your iniquities. Eternal rest be granted unto you and may perpetual light shine upon your lovely soul. May God in heaven keep you by his side till we meet again. You will always remain in my heart. Rest in eternal peace, my son. I love you so much.
Poleni sana, pole mama. Very powerful tributes. Na nini sikila mundu mama na uhusiano wa mwana na inyo wake. The wife. Tribute from the wife. Someone is supporting her to do the tribute. Ile wa support itabaki kidogo nje, itabaki kidogo tafadhali. Kwa utega nini? Njoo kidogo, wife karibia. Nyosha mkono wako, sababu uko peke yako unaweza toa mask. Nivyo kwa taboko. Mkono kama una barakoa, kwa mtoto akusaidie. Acha piga hiyo picha, mtoto amesaidia mama. Thank you so much. While you stand there, your microphone, your tribute. Uishike karibu na wewe ili zote tusikie.
I'm going to read the wife and the king. It all began from the humble beginning. I remember our first date when you asked me out for lunch, which I turned down on several occasions. I was trying to be that Nairobi girl, playing hard to get. Then you decided to use another tactic. few months later, you happened to go to the village. On your way back, you decided to come with a live chicken. So you called me and told me you have a live chicken from the village. And I asked myself, I asked you where you were taking a live chicken. That chicken is yours, you told me. It happened to be the same week I was traveling out of Nairobi. Shock on me, 2 weeks later, I found the live chicken still waiting for me. So I asked you, who was feeding the chicken for the 2 weeks and from where? You told me Maxwell, your neighbor's son. Nikajiambia, kijana uko na bidii. The following weekend, the chicken was brought, this time not alive. But for the love of kuku kienyeji, nikajikuta ndani, nimeingia kwa box. This really mesmerized me. I always admired the way you never gave up on anything. With you, I knew I had a friend and a lover. You always reminded me of my own brother. My soul rest in peace. Your passion and love for roots and reggae music was out of this world. I will always remember and treasure those reggae moments we had together. You are always that cheerful and friendly man. Your sense of humor was loved by many. One thing that stood was how proud you are of me. You truly loved and cherished me, same way I reciprocated. Surely, I will forever miss you. You always stand by my side and defended me in so many ways. This really made me feel more secure around you. The love for your children was so immense that I have a role to play and stand in the gap over that. The special memories of you will always bring a smile. I'll carry you with a smile, safety tucked within my heart. Your light will always shine throughout the end of the time. No matter what the future brings or what may lie ahead, I know you will always walk with me along the path that I tread. So rest, my angel. Be at peace and let your soul fly free. One day I'll join your glorious flight. For all eternal rest, in all eternity, rest in power, my love.
Thank you from the wife, a very powerful tribute. Na sisi sote tumesikia kutoka kwa kuku kienyeji hadi mwisho. Continue resting in peace, our brother, as your wife has put it, rest in power. The son. The son, mtoto wake wa kiume, atarejea huyo, atasimama strategically, maybe kando kidogo, asiwako mbele. Asimame kando kidogo, asiwako mbele. Tunasema asiwako mbele.
One side, not Angalia huko, nyosha mkono hivi, angalia kwa mbele. Songa hivi, toka pande yako.
You can now join and do the tribute for the son. He'll do it for himself. Then angalia mbele sasa. While you do it in that position, still okay.
Tribute from son. My dad was an incredible man. Today I am a great memories we had. He was one of our friends and my friend. I really had missed you, Dad, and came to just visit Shush. Just before we opened school, I never knew I'll never see you again. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about it. It breaks my heart to know you are gone. It breaks my heart to know you are gone forever. Rest in eternal peace, my dad.
Makofi kwa kijana, makofi sana. Kijana ametoa tribute mzuri na tunashukuru. Mungu akufariji, Mwenyezi Mungu akutoshe na neema zake. Stand in the place of your father in even double capacity. The daughter, mtoto wa kike, the daughter, nasema hapa ndio nitakuwa mkumilivu sana. Ndio naona kutoka kwa familia tambalisha sura kidogo na ngea nitaongea jingine.
Waje asimame, ataonekana baki shina, nyosha mkono hivi.
I speak on behalf of Tiandra, Yola, Lord of the daughter. My lovely dad, you are the first person I knew since I stepped on this world. And probably God knew why I spent most of the times with you, the days when I was alive. Even from when I was a little girl, you are the person that I knew would secure me from all the dangers of this world. Now that the Lord has loved you more than I loved you, you will still remain my angel. Continue taking care of me even in your absence. May eternal light shine upon me, Dad. I love you so much. I still love you. Amen.
Thank you for the daughter. Asante sana, tunashukuru. Mungu awafariji, wape neema zake. It goes straight to the brothers, the told brothers and the sisters. Tutatenganisha hapa mbele wakija. Brothers wa Francis and John. Sisters, naanza na ngoja kidogo. Taanza na picha ya brothers peke yao. Allow me to coordinate this before we do the tribute. Karibie, nyosha mkono. DJ I'm on action. Nyosha mkono, tumwambie ndugu apumzike. Not the best design you can cause. Amukatambu ujokoko umume ya maana maitu kama nasa. We love you. God love you much. Sisters, you can join the brothers. Sisters, brothers, support you from behind. Sorry. Nyosha mkono, mwambie ndugu apumzike vizuri. Thank you, brothers. Kindly allow me to coordinate something. Brothers, tutatoka nje kidogo. Sisters wabaki peke yao. Utaniruhusu tu kidogo. Hao ni sisters peke yao sasa. Sisters, tunyoshe mkono. Thank you. Tutatoka kidogo. Sisters-in-law. Sorry. Pole tu. Sisters-in-law peke yao sasa. Tukaribie na tunyoshe mkono. Ni mask. Mungu atatulinda. We are vaccinated. Alato tia sanze tibitu sanzo. Tamweka biujieka. Tunyoshe mkono. Sibidi. Leo to brother. Thank you. While you stand there, see now your husbands. Bwana John, tengia karibu hivi. Ingia. Sawa. Kila mtu karibu na izeni azia atende mndujuka kumina kila chake. Kibeti chake. Huende your breath, your feet where your wife is. Naende tuide ngiambia. Tukaribie. Hao ni brothers. Neta mambula nelia. Mwana jina muhimu. Mambula nelia. Sisters mtasubiri. Tukaribie brothers and the sisters-in-law. A step ahead. Nyoshe mkono. Hivi kamba iko wapi? Madam wa Francis here. She should be here. This is the team that will always stand with you. Wewe utasimama mbele yao. Then Eva, yeah, mbele. Tuweke hiyo ndio iko kabisa. As you look at the cameraman, naanza mwakelea mkono kwa shoulders, informational support. Thank you. Brothers-in-law. Wako brothers-in-law kama amefika. Okay. Pili sisters. Now the larger family. Sisters, let us join the brothers. Tuingie wote sasa. Hiyo picha ni yenu, acha kurudi Hiyo picha ni yenu wote. Hata ingewezekana mama angefika. Naomba mpokea kumwea ni okay. Mamuka, utandoane mama aku. Moyo kwa mbala kata petika. Bantu mena takena ndeto. Mamu weli kapu katikati. Asante. Mwana ni mwakuni usiwe liyu. Let us support them. Wangale cameraman. Atupe ya picha. Mwana hunye mask. Mune sema usanzo. Nande usanze. Thank you. Now we can have the tributes done as you stand there. Tribute from the brothers. Hili atapeana tribute ya brother. Chukua microphone. Kwa nyuma yenu.
God is good all the time. My name's John Muswa, elder brother to the late Francis, and I was among the first person to be called when this happened. But then I was not around. A place called Bethesda. It so happened that when I shifted from here and went to Bethesda, Lolo was the main guy who took over Bethesda even before I arrived here. And you've heard Lolo as we call you different names. They would call you Arai. Could call you Lada, he could call you Ango, And anytime he called you either of those names, you know what really Dolo wanted at that time. I personally had the good, the bad, and the ugly with my brother. We had the good times most of the time. I remember last December, he threw for me a surprise birthday. The previous one, he also did that. And when he caught me off guard on those birthdays, he would tell me, I'm going to your party. You know, Dolo was everything. We going as a family be missing a part of us. And the third part is Dad left us about 11 years ago. It was quite abruptly also. We went to hospital within a week, he was gone. And I've been thinking about that for all these years, and the pain in me, why God took that away without it saying bye. Now when I'm just about to heal, God again takes Dolo. So abruptly. You know, I got faith. I'm a staunch Catholic. But some things you cannot understand really. You cannot understand. You just leave it to the good Lord. And hopefully the grace will be upon us as a family, the mom and my brothers, and everybody, whoever that has been touched by Franco, Franco, and Francis, and his colleagues as well. What I can promise to the wife and Francis Jr. and the daughter, we shall be together with you, shall walk the life with you, we shall get you to where Dolo will have you to be. We shall support you morally with prayers, and the kids, we shall be there just like we are our kids. You shall never lack, God willing, and you shall get to the height that Dolo will want. I know Dolo lack is very, very. There's so much you could say. My brother said they don't talk. The tributes they'll take to their hearts. All they can say is we leave everything to God. And with this kind of tragedies and that kind of life going on, I think the best you can do to everybody who is here is if you have a spouse, tell them you love them. Don't wait for tomorrow, you might not get the time. If you have a brother, tell them. If you have a sister, if you have a colleague, if you have a neighbor, let's love one another and let's show the love. Me, I will start by saying, my family, I love you.
Asante makofi sana kwa John, makofi kwa hiyo tribute mzuri. And one thing has been assured to the family of Dolo, that they will always stand with the family. Sister, the tributes from the other brothers are written. Then one sister does it, na alange maetwinya ne andike. I know they are coordinating well. They have all the opportunity to do their tributes.
God is good, and all the time. Dolo was almost behind me between me and Dolo there were 3 other people. But to me, Dolo was like my twin brother. We celebrated our birthdays 7 days apart. And every time our birthdays were due, he would call me and tell me, Sasa Angie, tunazeeka tena. I'll miss that. I'll truly miss that. Dolo was very special to me. I have many brothers. But coincidentally, by the way, I don't know how it came to be, but anytime I had any personal problem, before I could even call my big brother John, I would call Nolo. And it was just by God's grace. Anytime I called Nolo, maybe for a physical assistance, it never told me tomorrow, or maybe after 3 hours, you tell me, give me 2 minutes. At one point I asked myself, kwani Nolo anakuanga tu hapa karibu na kwangu saa yote? I stay in Utawana, I used to stay in Thika Road, Mombasa Road, but you'd get to my place within a fraction, within a fraction of a minute. I really miss my brother Nolo. Nolo would stay like for a while without seeing me and ask me, Angie, zile sukuma zetu ziko? He loved my sukuma and ugali. I don't know whether I'll ever eat sukuma again now. Nolo, I miss you too much. There's so much I can tell, a lot and a lot, but I'll miss Nolo. For the brothers that have left me, who have been left behind, I want to be cooking sukuma, not for Nolo, but for you. So you have plates of sukuma in my house, karibuni. For everybody who is here because of Nolo, asanteni sana wote. We have a lot of good things to say about Nolo. But for anything, Mungu anatujua roho zetu vizuri. Rest in peace, my brother.
Asante sana kwa sister, kwa brother. Naomba kama kuna mwingine wa familia kabla hajaketi, press the button. There's another one. Sema lazima sema jambo ushindana. Bado minute. Kwa kumaliza hao wale wengine itakuwa ni 1 minute to expire to proceed to the next.
God is good and all the time. Wow. Ndolo, my immediate brother. I used to call him that. He'd call me my little sister, and to me Ndolo is that brother that I grew up with because the rest were way ahead of us, rather than me. And he's a brother that God told me before he left, if Ndolo excels, he should take care of me. And if I get menopause or anything good, I should stand in for my brother. So the one thing I know I linked my brother with was his good wife, who was my classmate. It was fun hanging out with Ndolo and Salome, and I'm happy to have Tiandra. I can say a lot about Ndolo. Rest in peace, my brother.
Pole sana. We understand. Kama kunaye anasema jambo moja kutoka kwa familia, microphone can be sanitized. I see John says that is enough. So naomba tuketi familia. So poleni sana kwa familia au wameachwa na brother, wameachwa na mtoto, brother in law. Tunawafariji sana, Mungu ndiye anafariji zaidi. Naomba niite the nephews. Nephews ni watoto wa kiume, wale waliita Ndolo uncle, nephews, watoto wa dada na ndugu za Francis Ndolo, the nephews. Naomba sababu zingine zimeandikwa, where you can cut it short.